But the airlines, when they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1820. 855-325-1820. That's 855-325-1820.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No one does. If you can't sleep at night because you have a huge problem with the IRS, I've got some free advice for you. This service is strictly limited to individuals that owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes. And if you qualify, we can guarantee that you won't be writing a big fat check to the IRS, or our services cost you nothing. The first 100 people that call today will get a free tax consultation worth $500. Stop worrying about your IRS problem. We can help you, we promise. Call the tax doctor right now. I mean right now, to learn more.
800-240-4587. 800-240-4587. 800-240-4587. That's 800-240-4587.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
The voice of Johnson County, JOCO Community Radio.
Good morning. Is yours working? Yes. There it is. I'm starting to figure this thing out a little bit. Right. Good morning. Good morning. There we are. Huh? Go ahead. Good morning, Johnson County. It's Wellness Wednesday. It's September 20th. And today, I'm Sarah Arden Reeves today. I might also be known as Red and sometimes High Octane. That's a great joke there. And we have Nona Red today.
Good morning. Sorry.
Good morning.
Had to take my earbuds out and do something.
And this morning we have, go ahead.
We have Lisa Flynn from C3 Cryo. It is their 9th anniversary here in Burleson.
Good morning,
so
everybody.
Excited.
Yeah.
Good morning. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Sure. Thank you for asking. Inviting me.
Yes.
Yeah, it's exciting.
It's a great day to be here.
I'm sorry. I'm like, now I'm hot again.
Well, it was
50s.
freezing. We had to fix it. Now it's warm. So, we are here this morning, and we are going to go ahead and do some of those announcements that I did the other day.
Well,
yesterday, or what?
let's
What
go
do you got?
ahead and let's talk about Lisa and stuff, and then we can do announcements after the break, because
Great.
I think she's only
Awesome.
with us for 30 minutes, right?
Okay.
So Well, she wants to stay and act goofy with us afterwards. She'll get that fever.
I'll let you drive the bus today, Nona. Go right ahead.
There we go. We're in trouble now.
Fun times are coming.
That's right. So, Lisa, why don't you tell us about what was the reasoning or what was the desire to start doing this and kind of going into this adventure?
Come from
I know, because I remember the first time I'd ever heard it. Like, her and I kind of go way back. Our boys played either baseball or basketball. I can't remember.
Baseball for sure.
I thought it was baseball.
Yeah.
I know Trent's parents were basketball, and now they have Nikki D. So, and he's now he's family. So he married Allison, my niece. So anyway, so when I first heard it was y'all, I was like, oh my gosh, we've known them for a while. And so it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I first learned about it when Haley was in middle school and her knee was really hurting her for volleyball. And someone said, go to that Cryo. And I'm like, what is that? So that's when it first started for me. And then when I walked in and found out it was you and your mom, it was so exciting to see y'all.
Yeah.
So give us a little input on how this all started.
So it started, we opened in 2014. In 2010, my mom was diagnosed with cancer and she had radiation to her hips for the tumor there. And so she had pain in her hips. So somebody told her, go try this cryotherapy. It's cold. It'll help your pain. My mom hated the cold. She just drug her feet. And when she finally went, she's like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. You need to come try. So I tried, loved it. I had my youngest who came in because he rolled his ankle in baseball and it really worked for him. So my husband's like, oh my gosh, this stuff really works. So it just kind of morphed from there, realizing we could help people in a way that's not traditionally medicine, but that can help in another way, an alternative way as well.
And non-invasive.
Yes. And you didn't have to jump into an ice cold tub of or tub of ice, you know. It's kind of the same concept, only it's air and it's not the water. So lots of athletes, but it really, honestly, it can help people from as young as your daughter or younger to the 80 or 90-year-old that has arthritis or things or joint pain, muscle aches and pains. The great thing about cryotherapy too is that it helps your immune system. So, you know, you can't measure that, but we know it does help because it oxygenates the blood cells and brings oxygen to your blood and helps that way too. So even though it's going to be getting cooler out, hopefully sometime, still come and do cryotherapy because it's going to help you in the long term over the holiday or over the cold season too as well. So that's kind of how we got started. We started in one section of our building. We had a cryotherapy machine and a Normatec. A Normatec compression is going to help with muscle recovery and circulation. And that's all we had. And then the next year we expanded and we added some more services. We added a yoga studio, and then we've added a local cryotherapy machine to target areas of maybe like just the knee. I don't know if your daughter did a whole body or did she do?
She did the whole body because it was.
We might not have had the other machine. Okay.
Y'all had, I guess, maybe been open just a little while when we heard about you.
Yeah.
And like I said, it was great.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and it helped her.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
It's really just gets in there. The whole body cryotherapy, it's a systemic response. So it helps the blood. When you're in the chamber and your body's so cold, your blood vessels are constricting but it's working on your blood. It's going to oxygenate the blood cells. So when your blood cells or blood vessels open up when you get out, it targets inflammation. So it doesn't matter. Some people will think, oh, it's not going to help me because my shoulder or whatever, but it targets your
wherever
blood,
the inflammation is.
So you could have inflammation in your elbow and your knee, and it's going to help all of that. So, and honestly, do we all have inflammation? Probably.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So it can help so many people. And that was kind of our mission. Like, I just want to help people on a wellness journey. I just want to help people feel good and get well. So that's kind of how we started. Then we did the local cryotherapy machine. We've now ventured into some body sculpting and body slimming. So kind of on the aesthetic part, it's fat removal, cellulite reduction. So a little more on the beauty part of. So we've ventured into that. We also have added a infrared sauna, which is good for detox.
Okay.
So it's good to do the cold and the hot.
Mhm.
And then we've added our full body compression. It's called Boa Max, and that's going to help lymphatic drainage. So we've added a lot
Wow,
in the
look how
9
much
years
you've
we've been
grown,
here.
yeah.
More to
Because
come,
it
but
was
for
just a
now,
stand-up
yeah,
little
just a small
chamber kind
little,
of thing when she went.
yeah. And that's what we have 2 of those now.
Mhm.
We have 2 Normatechs. So anyway, 2 saunas. So we have we've had to let go of our yoga in the last year because of space. So we've
Mhm.
added 5 more rooms in that yoga space that we were doing
Okay.
yoga. It was a hard decision to make. My wonderful beloved mother passed away in 2022,
Oh, I'm
which
sorry.
was it was a hard. We worked together. We did a lot together.
She
It's
was a
been a
great
hard
woman.
road. Yeah.
Mhm.
And
It's a terrible club to be a part of. I'm a member. It's not fun.
It's not fun. No. But I know she'd want me to go on and keep
Mhm.
going. So
Absolutely.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm doing.
Absolutely.
I'm
Good
just like,
job. That's amazing.
so at letting go of yoga was hard because that was something near and dear to her heart. And that's what
Mhm.
she enjoyed. I just a financial, just a business decision that I had to make. And I feel like I made the right decision. I think she would have supported me in doing
Mhm.
that. So it's been exciting. This year's been exciting. Just all the changes. So, we're having this celebration on Friday. If any of y'all want to
Oh,
come.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
So we're doing $9 services.
Wow.
So
Yeah, nice.
$9 cryotherapy, $9 Normatech, $9
Body sculpting.
not body sculpting. I'm
Aw.
sorry. But you can come learn about it and we'll give you a
Yeah.
discount on it. So but saunas, things like that. But and just lots of fun prizes and food, and just come by. Even if you don't want to do anything, just come by and see
Mhm.
what we're about, and get, if you want to do a service, you can do a service. So
So you said you have some that actually target certain areas. So like if it's just their knee, it's just their knee that's got to be chiroed or something.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Most of the time I would suggest to do a full body,
Mhm.
and then that's kind of like a little cherry on
Yeah.
top, like if it's still bugging you, let's get in there and try just to target that
Okay.
area. I just had a gentleman that had surgery on his shoulder. So he does both, and then we
Mhm.
get in there with that because he'll come from PT.
Mhm.
So he,
Oh, okay.
he was like, I just really need, it's just really sore. So we get in there and
Yeah, it
do
was
that.
pretty cool. Like I think the first time Haley was a little nervous because she's like, it's gonna be so
So cold.
cold.
Mhm.
But it really wasn't like she thought it would be. So it was pretty cool. So she
Yeah.
got used to it. But do you have packages? Like, okay, let's talk about because I see this as a great thing, just like going to the chiropractor.
Right. Right.
So and going to a chiropractor is good to stay away from a lot of the medicines.
Mhm.
Keep those kind of drugs out of your body is
Sure.
going and getting yourself readjusted and realigned.
Mhm.
I always go, let's go get cracked.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
so do you have some kind of do you suggest that this be a regular thing?
Yeah.
If you're just not, it's not just, oh, I've got this ache, my knee all the time or something, or do you
For daily maintenance.
Yeah,
or
daily
monthly
maintenance.
or whatever.
And if
like
so,
that.
do
Yeah.
you have any kind of packages for
Yes,
that?
we absolutely do. We have a membership, which includes cryotherapy, Normatech, and sauna.
Mhm.
So you can do all 3 of those. You could do those every day if you want to. It's
Okay.
unlimited. So you could come once a day. And we have a lot of people that do that because of all the benefits of all those services.
Mhm.
That package is actually on sale this month. It's $100 off for your first
Wow.
month.
Okay.
So it's $249 for your month. This month it'll be $149.
Awesome.
So that's a what we suggest. Usually we suggest if you first come in, the suggestion recommendation is 20 sessions within the first 30 days to
Okay.
get your body kind of
Mhm.
used to that. And most people are like, I just want to keep doing this because
Mhm.
they feel so good. So we have that package, and then we also have a package of just like 10. If you can't get in more than 3 times a week, just come in and do your cryotherapy or your Normatech 10 times.
Okay.
We have that package.
Oh, okay.
That's $249 as well, but it's spread out. You can do that over 6 months.
Oh, okay.
So, and then we have our student athlete packages, and those are 7 sessions for $75. That's like a steal of a deal.
Yeah,
But
it is.
my heart is near and dear. I have 4 boys, so
Mhm.
to all the athletes and the moms of all the athletes and the parents that have all the money you put into to
Right.
these kids to be good athletes. So I try to make it affordable. I try to make it affordable for everybody. I really do try to keep the pricing
Mhm.
on the lower end just so it's affordable for everybody.
Yeah.
So
Right. Well, and that's an important part of being an athlete and having a child that's an athlete is making sure that they don't hurt themselves
mhm.
and trying to keep them limber and their joints moving right and all that
Mhm.
kind of
That's right.
jazz so that they don't, they don't
Yeah.
end up tearing their ACL just because they weren't taking care of their body properly.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes. Yep.
I feel like, and I could be wrong, but I just felt like all the physical therapy we put into Haley's knee
Uh-huh.
didn't really help. It wasn't until we hit the chiro and the
Mhm,
chiropractor
mhm.
that we actually started seeing results. So, Haley's wanting to finish her degree as a physical therapist. I'm like, really? I'm like, you sure you don't want to go like into chiropractic?
Right.
Like, wouldn't you want to go further? Because to me, like as a mother, I saw more benefits
Benefits
for
in the
her.
What I think is
through
really cool
those.
about anything in this type of industry, like massage, chiropractic,
Mhm.
cryo, physical therapy, all of those big hitters right there are just all work hand in hand so well
Absolutely.
that, like I know I could go over there. I've never even been in there, but I know I could go into your place and I could probably get me a recommendation for a good chiropractor and a good massage therapist
Absolutely.
Mhm.
and like be able to fix all the things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
it's like it's the holistic mindset. It's
Right.
the whole thing.
Right.
You need all of it to work right.
Mhm.
Yes.
You need
Yes.
your inflammation to be taken care of. You
Right.
need the massage so your muscles are not pulling your bones back out after you've been popped by a
Right.
chiropractor.
Right.
There's all the different things that it all works together. And I know that I know that I could go in there and find a good one from you.
Yeah. I've got several,
Right.
that I've got cards from all these different places, but yeah. And it's been a fun journey to be involved with some of those people as well.
Sure.
To get to know them and be able to refer. So I'm always hungry for more. Oh, give me your card or give me that
Mhm.
information so that I can pass that on because that's what we're all about.
Absolutely.
So my dream would be to have a big place with all those people in it. I just can't do that right now.
Hey,
Yeah.
it'll eventually happen. I
uh,
can see that.
Yeah. Yep.
Vision
Yep.
board.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it's been there, so I know it'll come. It's just taking baby steps to get there. So it's okay.
And tell us a little about your background because you weren't just this individual out in the world.
No.
What there was also a little of your background knowledge in what
Yes.
you did also.
So background wise, my I'm an RN,
Mhm.
BSN. So I worked with pediatrics. I did not want to do grown adults. I just wanted to do children. So I worked in some like special care nursery. I did a little bit of that, some home health, and then I got into school nursing for a
Mhm.
little while. I did that for about 8 years. And I think that's really where my mind turned to. There's got to be more than just giving meds,
Mhm.
popping pills, doing this and doing that. And so I kind of started looking into what can I feed my body? So it started kind of with nutrition and supplementation. And then it's just kind of grown. Like,
Mhm.
I'm like, there is so much more that we can do to help our bodies with what we've got, the resources we
Mhm.
have with food even. I
Right.
mean, food is just it can be healing as well if you know what right foods to eat.
Mhm.
Um, so I went down that path and it's just like everything has come, to add on to that. I'm like the
Right.
cryotherapy and then all the tools we have now, all the biohacking things out there.
Mhm.
There's always something. I would love to add a red light bed. That's my next big
Oh, yeah.
purchase,
Oh,
So
nice.
red light's really good too. So anyways, there's always things going in my mind but at the same time, so I don't ever feel like I'm not using
Mhm.
nursing skills. I'm always assessing people
Oh,
all
yeah.
the time. So I feel like and I have 3 nurses on staff that I'm just kind of drawn to like people that,
Oh, that's
like,
great.
so I have myself and then 2 other nurses that work for me as well. So, we just had an incident the other day that, somebody needed to sit down because they didn't feel well, but just having that
Right.
nursing background and
Yeah.
knowing
To
what to look for,
recognize.
to
Yeah.
recognize, yes, really does help and makes clients feel comfortable,
Yes.
like they're
Mhm.
feeling well taken care of. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Especially now that I think a lot of us have started turning to holistic ways to
Yeah.
keep our bodies healthy
Yeah.
and stay away from the stuff that's killing us.
Right.
It's
Yes.
poisoning us
Yes.
slowly,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
When-
So
I think, unfortunately or fortunately, I'm not sure, social media has opened our eyes to a lot of things we didn't really know. And now that we know them, we're like, okay, let's change it. How can
Right.
we do it? What can we do to change
Yeah.
that? So, and even though 2020 was a crazy, 2021 was crazy and all that, I think it did open up people's
opened a
eyes,
lot of eyes.
to
Mhm.
let's get back to holistic. Or
Mhm.
what can we do?
And let's educate ourselves.
Yes.
I think that was one of the
Mhm.
biggest things. Let's
Yes.
educate ourselves and figure out what's really going to do the job.
Yes.
And how are we really going to get helped?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And what's really going to do what we need it to do and not attack our own bodies.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So it's kind of helped our industry.
Yeah. I
You
bet
know?
it
So,
has.
yeah.
I really, I
Yeah.
bet it has.
Yeah. So
So
not all bad.
Right.
no, I know. I do. Yeah. 2020, it might have been bad, but it
Mhm.
really did do a lot of positive
Yeah.
things.
You have to look for some positive in the bad.
For
right?
Absolutely.
There were some,
Yeah.
there was some
Yeah.
good. So
Mhm.
yeah.
So
So Friday is the 9th anniversary, and you're going to have a big shindig.
I
is it going to be an
am.
all day event
It
or
is all
okay?
day, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay.
Yep.
7 to 6.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
And give us your address.
Yes, it's 817 Southwest Allsbury Boulevard. We're in the Park Plaza where Papa Murphy's and Bahama Bucks is over there. So, yeah.
I can't spell. I'm trying to write it down. I'm like, and then by Papa Murphy's.
Yep. We literally look right at their drive-through.
Mhm.
So,
Yep.
which has been awesome because people will come over and get information as they're waiting for their pizza.
That's great.
It's been good.
That is
That's great.
awesome. and they have packages, and so I mean, it's just like kind of going to a chiropractor. Just get
Yeah.
those packages and get yourself well.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great.
Maintenance. Yep. It's all.
I'm
That's
excited. I'm gonna come and stop by
Oh,
just
good.
because
Yay.
we haven't been there in
In a
so
long-
long.
yeah.
I want to see how things have expanded and
You'll be
see-
shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. Good. It'll be good.
I
Do
can't
you-
wait.
What other kind of benefits could this be that we might have not talked about that you would benefit from doing this?
From doing all the services. Let me think.
How about what's
Gotcha.
your favorite? What's your
Oh.
favorite treatment?
My favorite treatment. Oh gosh, that's so hard. So I will tell you, most people, like you said, like your daughter's like, oh my gosh, it's going to be so cold. And that's a lot of hesitation on why people don't come in. They're like, no, I don't want to be in cold.
Yeah.
And it's the fear of the unknown. Because
I don't like being cold.
nobody does really. 9 times out of 10, they come out and go, that wasn't so bad.
Right.
Right.
That's exactly what Haley
So you just
Haley
have
said.
to get in
Yeah.
there and do it. So there's days I'm like, I don't want to be cold, but for 3 minutes to get out and feel the energy, that's the other thing, that energy, it's going to give you a lot of energy. So some people like to do it before they go to work. They're like, this is my cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Some people like to do it before they go home so they can have enough energy to take care of the kids, cook, do whatever they have to do before they go home. So those are some extra benefits as well. And then what was the other thing I was going to tell you? There's one other thing and it just slipped my mind.
Did you hate that?
Sleep.
Oh, it helps with sleep.
Yes. So that is probably the biggest, most frequent benefit. People will come back the next day and say, I slept like a baby last night. I mean, there's all these other things going on, but that's what they notice the first thing is their sleep. So
That's
if you're
awesome.
struggling with sleep,
I think we
all do, right?
struggle with sleep.
So I guess my heart is
Especially women.
cryotherapy, but then there's times I love to go in the sauna and sweat. I just love it all. So
Yeah.
it's hard to pick.
So I heard somebody used to get cryotherapy facials.
Oh
Is that-
yes, I
okay.
didn't talk about that.
No, tell me about that.
Wow.
So the cryofacial, we use the local machine for the cryofacial. And those are awesome too. Yeah, those are very it's wonderful to have the cold on your face.
I'll tell you what, the best thing about dry shampoo is that cold burst hitting your scalp. Like
Yeah,
sometimes I'm
yeah.
like, I'm just hot and I just like get a little boost of good stuff.
Yeah.
Wrinkles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it does help wrinkles. It helps tighten. It helps brighten. It helps to kind of stimulate the collagen. So if you do them
Oh.
frequently, it can definitely work for a protocol for facials. It also will help sinus pressure. So if you're struggling with sinuses
have
and
that.
allergies, migraines, because we'll do the whole head.
Oh yeah.
So you get a lot of benefits from that one cryofacial that you
Wow.
can do. Or we can just do it on your head. If you're just migraine or sinuses, we can just target that too. But the cryofacials are amazing. So we also with our body contouring system, we can also do a anti-aging facial and facelift with that. So it's a little bit longer and it's a little more on the pricier side, but there's packages of those to help maintain our the older we get, gravity's,
Yes.
We need to freeze our face.
So we got to freeze our face
Freeze our
too.
face.
We got to freeze our whole body. So
I'd rather do it that way than put some Botox in.
Oh
Well,
yeah. I mean,
100%.
okay. This is something that bothers me so much is that I can tell when someone has had stuff put in their lid.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like dissipated. It's like they've got that big stuff. I tell
Yeah.
people, I'm like, don't do it. Just
Yeah.
don't do
So
it.
if you
Just-
are
you probably
contemplating
look better with the
Botox,
lip wrinkles.
just come try the T-Shock facial because it really is like doing that, and only you're not
Oh,
putting the poison in
awesome.
your body. So
It's
I'm
called
all-
T.
our system is called a T-Shock.
Okay.
It's
T shock.
It stands
Okay.
for thermal shock. So it starts with heat to kind of bring your get your cells kind of warmed up, and then the shock part of that is the cold, and then it finishes with heat as well. So
Wow.
I was just loving
Full spectrum.
even
Full
hearing the
spectrum, yeah.
sinus benefits because I deal with sinuses all the time.
Yeah. So it's really good. We'll just blow the cold air all around. Oh, it feels so good.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
All around your eyes, all around your sinuses. And it will drain. Because it's going to decrease that inflammation there.
Yeah,
And allow
opens it up.
opens it up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Without having to take anything.
I mean, because how many times do you
Yeah,
feel like
I
you could just
know.
poke a hole in your,
Yes.
like, can I just
Yeah.
get,
Yes.
just jab something in there and let the pressure off?
Uh-huh.
How many times have I wanted to do that?
So just come do cold air.
I know, right.
And it'll go away.
do not try this at home.
Do
I
not really
have visions
poke.
of people with those dusting cans, like that cold air, like compressed air. Like, it's not worth it.
don't do that.
Don't
No,
do it.
Don't do that.
Go
That's
see
not
Lisa.
safe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come see me. Yes. I'll just blow a little cold on there and it'll take care of it. You don't have to worry.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
boy, I just couldn't imagine. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
so you said this earlier that it's air. So you use cold air.
It's actually nitrogen gas.
Okay,
So
so
the-
like the compressed air
Mhm.
cans.
Kind of, yeah. It's
But still don't recommend.
No, right.
right, correct. Please don't do that.
Not for home use.
We have a huge tank outside of our building that's liquid nitrogen, but when it comes through the machine, it turns into a gas form.
Correct, right.
So,
Chemistry.
yep. So the cool air or gas just circulates around your body while you're in that tube, so there's no water, there's no, it's just cold
Mhm.
air. So
You're not like gonna walk out with, like you go to massage, you get oil on your
Nope.
stuff. You're not gonna have that. You're not gonna
Mm-mm.
have
Mm-mm.
water on all your stuff.
Nope.
It's just,
You go on with your day.
Mhm.
Same
Like
with the
it-
cool
yeah.
facial. You can come with makeup on to do your
Yeah.
cool facial.
Oh.
So you can, and so you don't have to worry about that.
right.
Going home and
And you
Getting
don't
ready.
walk out freezing cold, like
Mm-mm.
trying to get your breath back. And
right.
so,
We do.
Mm.
I will say in the cryo chamber, we provide socks, gloves, and slippers. You just need to wear dry undergarments. Other than that, you take your clothes
Mhm.
off because the more skin exposure, the more benefits you're going to see.
Very cool.
So
I'm
so
so intrigued.
it doesn't
I've
matter
never
what
done
you wear there.
anything
That's right.
Because
Yeah.
I've always been afraid of being so cold. So that sounds really.
somebody is in the room talking you through the whole
Yeah.
session. So,
Mhm.
and you don't have to stay 3 minutes if and you're never forced in there, like
Right.
if you're like,
it's your choice.
I'm done, I'm tapping out, we can
I've
turn
had
it
enough.
off. So yes, but most people stay in.
So let's go back. So Friday,
Friday.
9 to 6.
No, 7 to 6.
I mean 7 to 6.
Yeah.
Why I was saying 9. 7 to 6 at C3 Cryo in Burleson at 817 Southwest Alsbury,
Next to
next to Papa Murphy's.
Yes.
We'll
Ninth
see you
anniversary.
then. Yes,
Thank you,
come-
Lisa.
Come,
Thank you so
come see what
much.
it's all about.
Please.
Abnormal realities.
I love my mom.
Yep. She sent me a message.
My mom did?
Yeah, Wednesday night. And she invited me over tomorrow night to watch Titanic and share a bowl of popcorn. And I accepted.
You did?
Yep.
That'd be fun.
And she calls it Chaps Only Night. Every Saturday night.
Look,
Miss Dixie,
look.
how you doing? He said, it's my mom, bro. All right, it's my mom.
I want to hear the answer to the Titanic and popcorn. Go ahead, Mom. What's up?
Oh!
Hi, boys.
Hi,
I just
Mom.
wanted to ask Rocky if he wanted butter on that popcorn or not.
I
my
would rather
God.
have the butter somewhere else, but if popcorn's the only place I can have it, I'll take it.
Jeez,
Hey,
dude.
nobody says I can't roll around in it for a little bit.
All right, Mom.
That is my
Love you.
girl. I love you,
Mom.
Dixie.
Abnormal realities
My mom, love you.
Dixie.
I love you too.
with Ron and Rocky. Weekdays, 4 p.m. and 10 p.m. on JOCO Community Radio.
Holy crap.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395. Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395.
JOCO Community Radio. Listen live at tunein.com.
And we're back with the second half of Wellness Wednesday. Nona is out with Lisa, going to go book herself her cryo. It's not Cairo, not like Egypt. It's cryo for cold. Cryotherapy appointment for her sinuses. She can't wait to be opened back up. So tomorrow, I'm excited to talk about, I have one of my friend's mothers coming. She was also one of our junior high science teachers, and now she is living her best life. If anybody knew Donna Hollowell for junior high science at Burleson, she's now living her best life at Sunset Hill Tree Farm with her husband Dwayne, and it's real farm, real fun. She was a huge influence on me in my life and on so many levels, spiritually, and I created a compost for my yard because I watched one of her videos for Sunset Hill Tree Farm. Anyway, we'll get to talk to her and Dwayne tomorrow, and that'll be so much fun. I wanted to announce again the Shepherd's Valley Play Day that Amanda Kennedy Reeves is putting on, and it says, "He paid your fees." Fall Play Day Buckle Series, October 8th, 15th, and 22nd. Books open at 12. Play Day starts at 1. Join us for church at 10 a.m. If you're attending church, your entry fees are covered, $5 per event if you are not attending church. Because if you come, then he paid your fees. They have dummy roping, goat ribbon pulling, goat tying, goat slapping, that's 6 and under, goat tying, 7 and up, poles, straightaway barrels, and cloverleaf barrels. Prizes and points given at each playday, buckles and prizes to series end high point winners in each age group. Something for every level. Then it says concessions open, and they benefit the Shepherd's Valley Cowboy Church, the youth ministry there. And then it says horses cannot be left at trailers and must be tied up in arena. No dogs or motorized scooters, devices on site. If you would like more information, call Amanda Reeves, 817-296-0024. That's Amanda Reeves, 817-296-0024. And that's going to be at the Shepherd's Valley Cowboy Church off 67 in Alvarado, October 8th, 15th, and 22nd. And then also this morning, I saw a really cool event happening at the end of the month of October. And it's the Pooch Parade, 7th annual Pooch Parade on October 28th. And it's going to be held at the Spice Rack in Burleson, in Old Town Burleson. Starts at 1 o'clock, and it's benefiting the American Cancer Society. And Barking Mad owner Destiny Mize, owner of Barking Mad Doggy Daycare and Boarding. You check in for the parade at 12:30, and it starts at 1. I can't wait. I already have a plan for my dogs. I have to bring at least 2. And I have a new poodle, and he's about, 30 pounds maybe max so far. He's still young. He's going to be big. But he matches my hair color. We're really cute together, except his hair's curly. And I have another Rhodesian Ridgeback that he's really big and same color as me. Anyway, that sounds really weird. I'm really wishing Nona would hurry up, though. Anyway, I have a secret. I'm gonna have a really great outfit for them, because my Rhodesian is a lion hunter, and so I'm gonna make my poodle look like a lion, and I'm gonna have my Rhodesian as the lion hunter. See you Friday, Lisa. Thank you so much for coming. Can't wait. Happy 9-year anniversary.
Yes.
Oh, you're back.
I'm so sorry.
So I was talking about the doggy parade in October 28th at the Spice Rack.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to have my dogs dressed up. I'm going to take 2 of them. I might not take Stella because she's a little clingy, but also I don't know what my mother would do without her for the day.
I would not even try to take my zoo of animals.
Well, so I have Bruiser, that's the Rhodesian, and he trained at Top Dog. He's been very well trained at Top Dog. So I know he would be just fine, and he's very protective. And I've started taking him running with me lately, speaking of Wellness Wednesday. And I outran him night before last. He was like, "Okay, Mom, are we done yet?" And I was like, "We're only at 1.5 miles. We're not even back to the house yet." He was like, "Okay, fine."
And what is he?
He's a Rhodesian Ridgeback, which they're lion hunters.
Oh.
They were bred in South Africa to protect the villagers from the lions. And so they are extremely protective, and he's just the coolest dog. He, ever since he was just big enough to look aggressive, I would walk down to the end of the property, and he would come up right next to me and touch my leg all the way down. And the whole time he's scanning his head back and forth, and he's watching. He's making sure that there's nothing out there that's going to get me.
Nothing pouncing.
Oh my gosh. And so he watched me. He stuck with me all the way down to the corner end of the property that night. And this is what he does all the time, but all the way down. This was the first time, all the way down to the corner of the property. And he went and stood out where he could see what else was out there. And he was on guard and on point the entire time. And I was like, this is so, and it made me have is there something out there? I'm like, oh
Right.
crap, is he sensing something? So I was like, oh, what do I do? And I was like, I figured he had it covered.
Well, he would
And
have.
right. And then I didn't see anything. And so then we turn around and go back up the hill to the house. And he was like, okay, we're going. And he got right back in position and touching my leg. He does it every single time I go up and down the hill from the house to the barn where we have our office. And he just always is there scanning and making sure that I'm covered. So anyway,
that's pretty cool.
yeah. And he has this giant head. He's huge, but we match hair colors.
I bet you do.
Yeah. My poodle matches too.
You know how they always say your dog looks like you?
I've got a big head and red hair. That's good. My friend Norris, she's got a white German Shepherd and a white poodle mix something. And then another white dog.
Does she have blonde hair?
No, she has very dark hair. But she's been dyeing her hair. We both dyed our hair at the same time. Not on purpose. We just both went red at the same time, like bright red. Mm-hmm. So she's got this dark, bright red, and I've got this bright red. But she's got all white dogs, and I've got all red dogs, except for Stella's still. She's got red on her, but she's still a mixed dog, mixed colors, little Jack Russell.
So what is your natural hair color?
It's like a dirty strawberry. Like it's got a little bit of strawberry hints in it, and it's a dirty blonde, dark, dirty blonde. And so I'm basically just bringing out the red that's already in there.
Right, I get it.
My mom is a real redhead. Except she's been highlighted so much you just about can't tell.
My mom just had a thing for redheads.
I know. Ginger.
Yeah, she loved her men to be redheads. So my dad was a redhead. My stepdad, who, by the way, she dated before she ever dated my dad. All three of them went to high school together.
Oh, wow.
And she dated my stepdad before she ever started dating my dad. And then she started dating my dad, and then they got married, and then a couple of years later I came along. And then back when I was second grade, she ran in. By then she had divorced my dad, and she ran into Terry, and they
got together.
They got back together, and then they got married, and there's where my sister came. So, awesome. And yeah, she's a natural redhead too. She's brownish red, but he was
Auburn.
He could do an afro hair. He did. We've got pictures of him with a big old afro head, and it was red.
Nice.
Yeah.
I could dig it. I understand.
Yeah.
I like redheaded. I like redheads too. I like all the colors. I just
don't discriminate.
I can't. Too many comments. I gotta stop myself. I'm already blushing.
Are you gonna do?
I'm gonna read my little thing,
today?
and it's my little devotional here, September 20th. Suffering in service. But if you suffer for doing good and you endure it, this is commendable before God. 1 Peter 2:20. And adversity and suffering make us more resistant to sin, turning us in the direction of God's will. And of course, it's a daily struggle, right?
Right. And
Peter encourages us in this passage to keep walking no matter how hard it gets.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it can be pretty tough out there, can it?
Especially nowadays, I feel like, there was a time that, God was really, people did turn themselves to God. And then now we've kind of gotten where a lot of people you've got this huge
So
mix
polarized.
now. And now that when you do speak out about God, you get ridiculed.
Sure.
It's sad.
I mean,
it's sad, but it does also say that we will get ridiculed.
Yeah.
But yeah, so don't and this I'm about to use the word silence because that was the word of the week. Where it says, "Call to me and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know." Jeremiah 33:3. And it said this week, take time to at least once a day to sit in silence, turn off your technology and listen, because he'll talk to you if you listen.
Mm-hmm.
So, but a lot of people, they're, especially this day and age with media, I know Tiffany doesn't let me call them keyboard warriors, but they're just like, they think they're all big and bad, and they'll say these things on the keyboard because they feel protected. But
sure, and that's a problem. Like we hope that that'll segue to that little prayer that is so powerful. Lord, bless them up and bless them out. Lord, bless them up with a better job, better pay, better promotion, better relationship, a better life, and bless them out of town, out of state, out of country, out of our way, out of your way, and out of our lives.
Right.
I mean, because I think that the big thing is that these people are keyboard warriors because they're unhappy with something about themselves.
Something going on in their self.
Right. Yes. And because hurt people hurt people.
Mm-hmm. That's very true.
And so why are they doing that? Because they're hurt. And how do you fix that? You try to help them heal. You don't come back and start fighting more. You try to help them heal, and you bless them.
Right.
Lord, help them out. Give them a better day. Show up for them today because they need to see you.
Yep.
Because if they see me anymore, they're just going to get angrier.
Which it's so funny how some people get triggered by certain people. Like this,
but we do, and the point is that we have to shift our focus and get silent. We need us not listen to the keyboard warrior, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And not talk about the keyboard warriors. Like that's just feeding the monster.
Right. Yeah. We've got a
and
friend
giving
that
glory to the devil. I mean,
likes
let's
to
not
respond a lot. And we're like, quit responding to this.
Let it go.
Quit responding to
It's just let it go. Let's all get along. There's no reason why we can't just get along.
Right. Exactly.
That's a mic drop, right?
Mic drop.
Red coming in hot.
So I do have some things going on. So what is September 24th? That's
my
Saturday,
sister's birthday.
Friday. Is it?
Yeah, she'll be 43, I think. Brianna. Well,
I
don't guess she's on. Well, we didn't get it posted Facebook Live somehow. There's something wrong with the Facebook Lives, but
yeah. Well, we'll get it on there. It just won't be live, probably.
Right. Well, obviously.
Right.
Sorry, we're coming to you later. Anyway.
So what, the 24th, is that Saturday?
Well, today is the 20th. And today's Wednesday. So let me look at the calendar. Yes, that would be Sunday.
Sunday. I said Saturday and you said, yeah, Sunday. Okay. So Sunday the 24th from 1 to 5 at Beaumont Ranch in Grandview, Texas, they're doing a show and shine classic car show.
Ooh.
I bet my son would be excited I have to tell him. They'll have food, awards, music, and more at the Beaumont Ranch at 10736 County Road 102, Grandview, Texas. Beaumont Ranch is pretty cool. As a matter of fact, that's where my son and my daughter-in-law got married.
Well, in high school, there was we did the choir banquet out there one year, and it was my first year to not be in choir. And so Megan, she was like, "Will you be my date to choir banquet?" And it was the Hollywood theme, and they had a red carpet, and it was like, Oscars night kind of thing. And oh man, I went with her, and I got this gold dress that was like super tight, covered in sequins, had a slit way up to whatever. And I was like, I feel like Marilyn Monroe. But that was a beautiful place to have our choir banquet that year.
Yes.
It's so neat.
Well, and I will tell you, there was a kind of, so our kids were supposed to get married in July. And as we were getting ready for their wedding, the bride's father had a heart attack and we lost him.
Ooh.
So of course they did not get married that day. So that was in July. And then it was, imagine everything was paid for. Like this was the day of, we were getting our hair done. And so there was a lot of shock and stuff. And so then it was, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
These two.
This can't happen today.
Right. And so Beaumont Ranch actually donated their venue to them. So Landy's, I think a photographer, got on and just started looking for places because the venue that they used kind of was just kind of disrespectful for the whole situation,
Right.
to be honest.
Right.
And
no grace.
The food was already made. So, so there was a lot of factors, and so we kind of had to start all over after already paying for a lot of stuff.
Right.
And so it was just having to get this on a very, very tight budget of getting them to be able to get married. And so that was in July. And by November that year, they had a place. They had,
Wow.
it was a barbecue place, and I can't remember which barbecue place it was. They donated food.
Aw.
Mostly everything was donated to them, and Beaumont even donated a one-night stay at their thing. So they donated the venue, and they donated a place for them to have, stay for the night.
Right.
So they actually were supposed to have a July wedding, but they had a November wedding. So, and then all of her brothers walked her down since her dad wasn't there.
Damn.
So she has like 4 brothers. So they did it like each walked her a certain
So many
amount.
steps.
So many
Oh,
steps.
wow.
And so, yeah. That was a
That's
sweet
heavy.
thing. Yeah.
That's sweet. It was like,
Mhm.
that's extremely moving.
Yes. So, God, looking back at those pictures, all of our kids were so small. But yeah, Beaumont does have a dear heart because they were very generous in that. So when I saw, I was looking through one of our Facebook pages that has a lot of events going on in the area, and I saw that, and I was like, oh my gosh, I definitely want to announce that. So
right. Well, that saying,
and it's actually benefiting the Grandview food pantry. So it's for a good cause too. And you get see some classic cars and
check out their whole property then.
Yeah, and
probably,
check
'cause
it.
it's a big piece of property.
It is.
And it's
It
probably
is
really beautiful.
And it's really pretty.
It'll be really pretty over there
Yeah.
at this time of the year.
Yeah.
That goes back to that saying, people do business with people they know and like.
Uh-huh.
And so,
Right.
they're
Yep.
good. They're good people. They did good things. And because they didn't have to.
Right. Oh yeah.
So who do you recommend? The people that you know
Right.
and like.
Yeah.
Beaumont Ranch.
That's right.
I like
That's
it.
right. So, and that was good grief. How many years have they been married now?
Well, I know whenever I went, it was
I think it's 10 or 11 now.
I think it was 2001 when I was there last. That's not true.
2001?
Yeah, that's whenever we had choir banquet.
That was the year Haley was born.
Yep.
It was 22 years ago.
Ugh.
I'm not saying how long you've been out of school, but
22.
It's okay.
Well, we just had
I
our
think
20-year reunion too. It was so fun, man. I loved
think I'm
that.
sitting at 33, or I think it was 35 for my husband and 32 or 33 for me when we were discussing. Somehow we got on that conversation, and anyway, so yeah, I've been out for 30 some years. Yep, I'm old.
My mother always said she was raised to wear her age like a badge of honor.
I wear mine. Yeah. Hey, if you want to do something fun and you can still get tickets, because if you like SpongeBob the musical is playing at
the Cleburne
Plaza. Mm-hmm.
In 2 weeks.
I'm not a big SpongeBob fan, but a lot of people are, and I mean, hey, the plaza's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is, and there's not a bad seat in the place.
Mm-mm.
You're so close.
I haven't actually been to the new one. So my grandmother always had tickets. My grandmother and my aunt, and so my aunt's always kept that tradition going, and she goes with some friends. One of her good friends that's actually younger than me, and we always joke. Sorry, Daphne. She's more like Granny to her, because she'll call, and if she can't get a hold of Aunt Darla, she'll call me, and she's like, "Have you heard from your aunt?" My aunt doesn't have any biological children. She has one that was from her marriage, and my uncle passed away many years ago, and so we're like her kids to her,
right?
And so yeah, Daphne will call and go, "Have you heard from your aunt?" And since we live on the same property, she was like, "Is she at home?" She's not answering. She's okay.
Well, the car's down there.
And I crack up because literally she's younger than me. She's like a year or two younger than me. And I just laugh at that because my aunt is like 12 years older than me.
Oh, man.
So I always kind of laugh at that because I'm like, my aunt's the older one out of this group, and she's the one being questioned. Are you okay?
Right.
You're not answering me. Answer your phone.
Right. Well, we'll also need to remind everybody that the Booze Vikings are going to be added again.
Oh, yes.
I think it's October 8th also, as well as the play day down in Alvarado. But the Dad Bod Car Wash will be back at it October 8th down at Advanced Auto, which that'll be anher great time. We're going to hope we can get
I think
their
this time
goal
we need
achieved
to be out there.
and do some live streaming for them.
Yes.
Of them and the cars coming in and the traffic going by. I can't wait to watch all the people watching them.
That's right.
I'm really excited about that VIP booth.
And don't forget, because we did have her on, so we want to talk about it one more time.
Yes. Friday.
This Friday from 7 to 6. I got the time right this time.
Because it's their 9th
Their
anniversary.
9th anniversary, the C3 Cryo in Burleson off Alsbury. So it's 817
Southwest
Alsbury.
By Papa Murphy's.
Yeah, on that little shopping center in there. And they've expanded. So if you haven't been there in a long time, definitely go check them out. I've already booked for mine because it has been a really long time, and I want to try the sauna thing.
Yeah.
So
exciting. Can't wait. Can't wait to be here tomorrow with Donna and Dwayne from Sunset Hill Tree Farm. Real farm, real fun. Remember, bless them up and bless them out.
That's right.
From Burleson to Venus and Grandview to Godley, this is the voice of Johnson County, JOCO Community Radio.
Why have thousands of aspiring authors teamed up with Christian Faith Publishing to publish their book? Because Christian Faith Publishing is an author-friendly publisher who understands that your labor is more than just a book. We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process, professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the publishing industry. And as always, you will retain 100% of the rights to your book.
I was looking to find a company that I could trust, one that assisted in the editing process completely.
The most important qualities that I was looking for was a publisher who was honest and upfront, no hidden costs or fees, and owning the rights to my own work.
Christian Faith Publishing will publish, market, and sell your books in all major bookstores, online booksellers, as well as specialty Christian bookstores. Call for your free author submission kit.
800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. That's 800-978-4812.
Here's important new information from the Diabetes Solution Center for you, a family member, or a loved one suffering with diabetes. If you have lost your provider, or if you need a provider for diabetic supplies, you may qualify to receive your diabetic testing supplies now with little or no out-of-pocket cost, regardless of your age. All you need is Medicare or private insurance to be potentially eligible. Call the Diabetes Solution Center right now for details. Just takes a couple of minutes. Our friendly, knowledgeable agents will give you free, no-obligation information, handle all the insurance paperwork, and make sure your supplies are delivered directly to your door for free.
Call U.S. Medical Supply 24 hours a day. 800-597-9323. 800-597-9323. 800-597-9323. Call right now. 800-597-9323.
Let's be honest. Wheelchairs are heavy, bulky, and ugly. If you carry a wheelchair in your car to take care of a loved one, you know how hard it is getting that clunky, old-style wheelchair in and out of your car. Introducing the Feather Chair Wheelchair. At 13 pounds, it's the world's lightest wheelchair. It folds in seconds and fits neatly in your trunk, backseat, or closet, so you can take it everywhere. And it's only available right here. Order yours today and get a free wheelchair case, a $50 value, yours free. The Feather Chair. The world's lightest wheelchair is just $4.99 with easy payments as low as $16 a month. Sorry, no Medicare or insurance accepted. So call right now to order yours.
800-823-5826. 800-823-5826. 800-823-5826. That's 800-823-5826.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
The voice of Johnson County, JOCO Community Radio.
Well, I poured another drink in the Yeti cup you bought me. I'm running a little low of that old wild turkey on a mission to get over you before daylight. I hear them cows in the woods howling at the moon, singing along to our favorite tunes on the one thing to do before I call it a night. I'm gonna jump in my truck and run you down. Yeah, I know what you did and you're both going down. I got a bullet or two with Yes, tonight. Well, he thought you got away, and that I'd never know. But it shows on your face like the crosshairs of my scope. As a million things start rolling through my mind. Well, I finish my drink as I load up my gun. I get mad as hell when I see that sun coming up. Looks like you dodged a bullet, babe. At least for tonight. 'Cause I'm gonna jump in my truck and run you down. Yeah, I know what you did and you're both going down. Got a bullet or two with your name written down the side. You won't be cheating again unless you're cheating death tonight. Well, I tried it again, but the whiskey was too damn good. One day it's gonna happen, babe. Justice will be served. Cause I wanna jump in my truck and run you down. Yeah, I know what you did and you're both going down. Got a bullet or two with your name written down the side. You won't be cheating again. No, you won't be cheating again unless you're cheating death tonight. Cheating death tonight. Eleanor Rigby picks up the rise in the church where the wedding has been. Lives in a dream, waits at the window, wearing a face that she keeps in a jar by the door. Who is it for? All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong? Father Mackenzie, writing the words of a sermon that no one will hear. No one comes near, look at him working, darning his socks in the night where there's nobody there. What does he care? All the lonely people, where do they all come from? All the lonely people, where do they all belong? Ah, look at all the lonely people. Ah, look at all the lonely people. Eleanor Rigby died in the church and was buried along with her name. Nobody came. Father Mackenzie wiping the dirt from his hands as he walks from the grave. No one was saved. All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong? Ah, look at all the lonely people. Ah, look at all the lonely people. Ah, till they all belong. Been swinging this hammer since the early morning, and I'm ready to put it down. Fire up the big black truck, get it cleaned up, and head on into town. Wash the dirt off my skin, slip on in a pair of jeans, and they all creased up. Put on a t-shirt, American Fighter, a pair of boots, now let's turn it up. Cash in my paycheck for $2 long necks at the bar in my hometown. Call up my homeboys, the tennis shoe cowboys. Come on, man, it's going down. We don't want no trouble, don't get it wrong. These boys ain't got no fear. We just come out tonight to let it all hang out. Karaoke and ice cold beer, come on. I've been working on a world line a long time, like a man with nothing to lose. Working my fingers to the bone like a man with something to prove. I've been making that money, honey, paying bills, selling ain't nothing left. Come Monday morning, I'll be the first in line, working on a new paycheck. Yeah. My. Been a long hot day and I've been waiting all week to shake off these workhouse blues. Heard you been looking for me, baby, here I am on the dance floor, turning loose. And I'ma dance all night till the break of sunlight. Come on, DJ, play my song, 'cause it's Saturday and I ain't thinking straight. Baby, gotta miss me so. I've been working on a long time like a man with nothing to lose. Working my fingers to the bone like a man with something to prove. I've been making that money, paying bills, selling ain't nothing left. Come Monday morning, I'll be the first in line, working on a new paycheck. Long time like a man with nothing to lose. Working my fingers to the bone like a man with something to prove. Making that money, paying bills, selling ain't nothing left. Come Monday morning, I'll be the first in line, working on a new paycheck.
Five years old, Dad got me a bike, no training wheels. He never liked them. He said, when you fall, you learn to get back up. Just keep on top, keep it right down the middle. Don't look back, don't forget to pedal. Keep your feet moving all the time. No matter what happens, get back up and ride. Get back up and ride. Just keep on believing you're gonna make it. Don't stop, don't put a foot on the brake. No matter how fast or slow you go, You might get scratched, you might get bruises. Falling's gonna make you feel like you're losing, but that's the way it is in life. No matter what happens, get back up and rise. Get back up and ride. I've fallen off and I've been knocked down so many times now, I can't count them, but I never will forget. Words my dad shouted out to me, keep me going in this life, you see, 'cause we all get banged up now and then. Just keep on believing you're gonna make it. Don't stop, don't put your foot on the brake, no matter how fast or slow you go. You might get scratched, might get bruises. Falling's gonna make you feel like you're losing. That's the way it is in life. And no matter what happens, get back up and ride. 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 Get back up and ride.
All the time. I listen all day, every day. I don't know. I'm just addicted to it.
The voice of Johnson County, JOCO Community Radio.
Well, I've got to get going. I've been gone for too long. I haven't seen my baby since 3 weeks last night. If I'm not there when she needs me, I'm gonna wind up alone. I've got to get going before my baby says goodbye. She said she was tired, sleeping alone. And loving a man is hard, and he's always gone. Talking on the telephone, it doesn't feel right. I've got to get going before my baby says goodbye. I drive all night to find my way home. I fight the rain, the sleet and the snow, to see her face in the morning light. I've got to get going before my baby says goodbye. I drive all night to find my way home. I fight the rain, the sleet and the snow, to see see her face in the morning light. I've got to get going before my baby says goodbye. I've got to get going before my baby says goodbye. I've got to get going. I've been gone for too long. Find my way home.
He said, I'm going back to West Virginia. Texas plains really ain't my style. I miss the Appalachians in the springtime. God, I haven't seen them in a while. He said, I miss my family out in Charleston. And I've been craving mama's apple pie. His baby sister's gonna have her first one, and he'd sure love to be there by her side. So first thing in the morning, he's getting on that plane. He picked the perfect day to leave, 'cause it's supposed to rain. But what I don't get is why he let me hold on for so long when he was already gone.
She said, this time I'm headed out to Nashville. I met a man who says he'll take me far. After all these years of searching, I have found it. The chance I need to finally be a star. She said each time I left you, I was trying to find a way to make these dreams come true. And she's sorry that she couldn't take me with her. She thought I'd understand more than I do. So first thing in the morning, she's getting on that plane. She picked the perfect day to leave, 'cause it's supposed to rain. What I don't get is why she let me hold on for so long. And she was already gone.
Two suitcases by the front door, say all we couldn't say before.
All we couldn't say before.
So first thing in the morning, he's getting on that plane.
She picked the perfect day to leave, 'cause it's supposed to rain.
But what I don't get is why he let me hold on for so long when he was already gone.
She was already gone.
You were already gone. The love in your eyes keeps me safe and sound. Your beating heart, the first music surrounding my soul. Bad dreams new to feel when you, my protector, were here. You were the surgeon that mended me all, and I want you to know I love you even when the sky ain't blue and sunny. I love you always, love you every day. The pain in my voice is hard for you to hear, because when you hold me near it fades away. Your love rains down like April showers, washing my tears and fears down the drain. And I just wanted to say I love you even when the sky ain't blue and sunny. I love you always, love you every day. Now I'm grown, I'm on my own. I know you're a call away, and I'll always be here. Oh, mother dear, and I just wanted to say, hey, I love you even when the sky ain't blue and sunny. I love you always, love you every day. I love you even when the sky ain't blue and sunny. I love you always, love you every day.
You walk in and every head starts turning. You're a walking, talking angel, that's for sure. But in your eyes, I see there's something missing. And I know what it is you're looking for. You're long overdue for some loving. You need someone to hold you all night long. If you want romance, honey, just give me a chance. 'Cause you're long overdue for love. I can tell you've seen some stormy weather. More than once a man has let you down. I'm the kind of guy who likes forever, but you can't count on having me around. You're long overdue for some loving. You need someone to hold you all night long. If you want romance, honey, just give me a chance. 'Cause you're long overdue for love. You might think that you don't have a problem, and you might think I'm coming on too strong. But this night won't happen all that often. You might be better off to take me home. You're long overdue for some loving. I need someone to hold me all night long. Honey, I need romance. Won't you give me a chance? 'Cause I'm long overdue for love. If you want romance, honey, just give me a chance. 'Cause you're long overdue for love.
JOCO Community Radio. Listen live at tunein.com.
If you're trying to quit drinking or doing too many drugs, listen to me. You don't know me and we'll never meet. I had a problem like you once. I drank and used to party a little too much till it got out of control and almost ruined my life. I realized I needed help to fix my problem before it totally destroyed me. If you've tried to fix your drinking and drug problem and you know you can't do it alone, you need to call the National Treatment Advisors. They'll immerse you into a 30-day program to replace your old habits with new habits and totally change your life. And if you have PPO private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581.
Attention all business owners and creative minds. Do you need a unique and personalized touch for your products? Look no further than Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Romika Designs. We offer custom laser engraving services for a variety of products, including promotional items and corporate or personal gifts. With state-of-the-art equipment and a team of skilled designers, we can engrave intricate designs on virtually any material. Whether it's a special message, a company logo, or a custom design, Romika Laser Engraving will help you make your mark. And the best part, our prices are affordable and our turnaround time is quick.
I couldn't be happier with the work Romika Laser Engraving did for me. The engraving on my product was precise and exactly what I wanted.
So don't wait any longer to add a personal touch to your products. Call Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs today at 817-400-4040 or visit our website at romikadesigns.com. We look forward to helping you make your mark. Serving Johnson County, Texas, JOCO Community Radio.
Well, they call us hippie cowboys, and that's okay with us. Riding rope and singing token at the ranch and on the bus. Yeah, we love pretty women and finally two guitars. Rounding up the cattle, shooting for the stars. Yeah, here come the hippie cowboys, sing it loud and say it proud. That old road keeps us running, seeking the roar of the crowd. We got lots of crazy friends we met along the way. And when we get together, we don't always behave. With them dang old hippie cowboys, just chasing down our dreams. Walking in the sunshine, hatching up new schemes. Just rambling and a gambling, and doing the best we can. Jet setting troubadours, playing in a working man's band. But the beat goes on, and so you see, I guess hippie cowboys is all we'll ever be. Y'all come back now, you hear? Looking out the window, watching time go by. These days they seem so much longer, always trying to make things right. Yeah, we took a lot of chances, everything keeps falling apart. So hold on a little tighter now, let me heal your broken heart. 'Cause it's hard being me, and it's harder being us. The promises we made forever came from a word we call trust. Too many vows have been broken, it will never be the same. So we sleep tonight together in this bed that's filled with pain. Can you remember last Saturday night, making love on the tailgate till the morning light? I can't take back all the mistakes that I've made. I can't look at tomorrow when I'm hung on yesterday. 'Cause it's hard being me, and it's harder being us. The promises we made forever came from a word we call trust. Too many vows have been broken, it will never be the same. So we sleep tonight together in this bed that's filled with pain. 'Cause it's hard being me, and it's harder being us. The promises we made forever came from a word we call trust. Too many vows have been broken, it will never be the same. So we sleep tonight together in this bed that's filled with pain. Yeah, yeah, just 18, we had a good time.
Wild and free, your hand in mine. What still lingers is that first kiss.
Babe, it's not the only thing that I miss. I miss the way you smile that smile. I miss you, girl, and your carefree style.
How it came to an end, I really don't remember.
That's what you need. How you been? It's been a long time.
I can't complain, I've had a pretty good life. Well, I've gotta go, it's good to see you again.
But I can't deny I think much now. Gonna miss the way, the smile that smile. I miss you, girl, and your carefree style.
How it came to an end, I really don't remember.
But making love to you in the middle of the night, that's what you needed. That's what you needed. People turn and walk away.
My heart skipped a beat.
But I know it's okay.
Life's how it's supposed to be.
Oh, I miss the way you smile that smile. I miss you, girl, and your carefree style.
Oh, how it came to an end, I really don't remember. First love will go on and on and on.
That's what you need. That's what you need.
One day I was on the internet and I drank quite a few beers, I guess. Well, I was amazed at everything I could buy. From books and underwear, TVs and hunting gear. Well, everything was just one click away. Well, I clicked here and I clicked there. Before I knew it, my account was bare. What the hell am I gonna tell my wife? I went to Amazon, offer up an eBay, got it with free shipping on the same day. I've never had so much junk in my life. Thanks to a 30-pack of Keystone Light. Next morning was like Christmas when the packages arrived. My garage was like a warehouse. There were boxes stacked roof high. Some were heavy and some were light. What in the hell did I buy last night? Well, I guess I better tell my wife. I went to Amazon, offer up an eBay, got it with free shipping on the same day. I've never had so much junk in my life. Thanks to the 30-pack of Keystone Light. What in the hell am I gonna do? I could put on my new running shoes, but if I run, I might not make it back alive. It's too late now to
when I'm caught. She didn't give it a single thought. She said she'd done the same thing too. She went to Amazon, offer up an eBay, got it with free shipping on the same day. We've never had so much junk in our lives. Thanks to a 30-pack of Keystone Light. Thanks to a 30-pack of Keystone Light. That's the last time I drink a whole 30-pack.
We love the music. It's a great station. I love it. All the great music. I never have to change a channel.
JOCO Community Radio.
Dropped a load of lumber down at Port A, and I hung around for a couple of days. I laid on the beach and I caught some rays where the water meets the land. I hit shorties and lovets and the salty dog up at the crack of noon, looking through the fog at my beachfront condo high on the hog, just because I can. I'll eat amberjack and drink alcohol. I come a long way from Tenny Hall. Beats anything you ever saw from a truck driving man. Well, I was raised when the times were lean. We lived on cornbread and pinto beans. Now I live a little beyond my means, just because I can. Just because I can. Well, I hung around town till the money got thin. I got a load to L.A. and hit the road again. My head hurts bad, must have been the gin. Drinking's hard on a working man. I got some turnaround pills and a load coming back. An extra logbook in my dirty clothes sack. Tomorrow afternoon I'll be headed back, dragging a reefer van. I'll eat amberjack and drink alcohol. I come a long way from Tenny Hall. Beats anything you ever saw from a truck driving man. Well, I was raised when the times were lean. Lived on cornbread and pinto beans. Now I live a little beyond my means, just because I can. Just because I can. Well, I stopped at Ted's and I got some fuel. I had a flat fixed on a trailer dual. It was on the outside, and damn, that's cool. Some luck for a trucking man. Well, I'm headed back to the condo again. I made enough jack for 3 days of sin. I'm working to play, playing to win, just because I can. I'll eat amberjack and drink alcohol. I come a long way from Tenny Hall. Beats anything you ever saw from a truck driving man. Well, I was raised when the times were lean. Lived on cornbread and pinto beans. Now I live a little beyond my means, just because I can. Just because I can.
Slip on my boots, try to fix my hair. Look back at the bed, even though you're not there. I know exactly when we broke down. And I'm trying hard to turn it around. Just like that truck I had when I was 25. We're both still kicking, barely alive. But in the years we had nothing to show. Empty bottles, broken windows, and it's hard to get past what kept you going. You're the best thing in my life, now I know it. I keep reaching out to find you. What else could I do? Keep fading into the morning. In the morning. Scattered memories of the way it was before, holding on loosely like the hinges on the door to that old house holds nothing for me. I should watch it burn, throw away the key. And it's hard to get past what kept you going. You're the best thing in my life, now I know it. I keep reaching out to find you. What else could I do? Keep fading into the morning. In the morning. Gotta be a better way. Gotta be a better way. And I know there's gotta be a better way. Take my hand, girl, show me the way. And it's hard to get past what keeps you going. You're the best thing in my life, now I know it. I keep reaching out to find you. What else could I keep fading into the morning? Ooh. In the morning. The morning blue.
Sits on a dim lit corner deep in the lonely side of town. It stands as a peaceful harbor for every broken heart around. The crying steel will help me heal while the lonesome fiddle moans. This rundown joint is better known as home sweet honky tonk. People perched on a row of bar stools like birds on electric wire. They stare through the smoke at the mirror into eyes that have no fire. There's high regard for liquor hard as the times they fell upon. come when love is gone. Home, sweet honky tonk. The same old lovesick losers seek comfort there each night. A broken soul will almost glow in a flash of neon light. You have someone awake, but for all of those who don't, there's no place like home, sweet honky tonk. You can just about hear the teardrops bouncing off the hardwood floor. If it weren't for the rainbow jukebox standing by the pool room door, where folks drop change to ease their pain in search of a healing song. The open sign is always on at home, sweet honky tonk. The same old lovesick losers seek comfort there each night. A broken soul will almost glow in a flash of neon light. You have someone waiting, but for all of those who don't, there's no place like home, sweet honky tonk. There's no place like home, sweet honky
Wound evening, I can't wait to get back home. I got miles and miles down 75, Stevie Ray on the radio, doing about 80, coming for you, baby. I've been gone for way too long, but now I see the downtown lights, can't miss that crystal ball. Girl, get your high heels on. Let's say cities, let's sweet tea, saddle up, we're going in. Let's do it all again. It just keeps getting better every time. It's Dallas till I die. Sitting in a backyard, feeling like an outlaw, margarita in my hand. You're smoking hot and we're living large, got me feeling like the man. Oh, our pool is a fountain of youth, hell yeah, we're jumping in. It's our oasis in the best of places, down here we know how to live. Oh, let the good times roll. Let's say cities, let's sweet tea, saddle up, we're going in. I'm down on McKinney, cruising down the Elm Street, let's do it all again. It just keeps getting
From Burleson to Venus and Grandview to Godley, this is the voice of Johnson County, JOCO.